I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim, looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I want to ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
Nolan, I got my rain gear on. I hope we don't get, well, these boys laughing at us. Bubba
promised me it wasn't going to rain today.
That's what he promised me too, but I tell you, it rained a while ago.
Him and Mike Royer's got something going on, I believe.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I've got all my rain gear ready. And what we're gonna do out there, Nolan is so optimistic about today. We went up there and got us some charcoal and some stuff here and out of the store. Y'all got plenty of all kind of stuff around here, haven't you, Bubba, to do with. And we're so optimistic that we're going to take all this in the boat to cook the fish on the bank. Ain't that what we're gonna do, Nolan?
Right.
What I'm laughing about right there.
What carrying that charcoal without no fish? Huh? So.
You a Boy Scout, aren't you?
So anyway, we're gonna go out there on this beautiful lake down here. If anybody hadn't ever come fish to lay, they're missing a treat, ain't they?
They sure are. And right here at Okemo Marina.
Right here at Okemo, we got we're gonna crappie fish, but we're not gonna turn down no bass if they happen to bite over Nolan.
That's right.
I mean, since I got the charcoal, I'm planning on us. We're gonna have a special treat for them just a little while. I ain't gonna even tell them what Nolan's gonna do up on that riverbank right now, but we're gonna put all these good groceries in there and we're gonna have at it.
Well, y'all tell us where you're going to cook them at noon, and we'll get another boat and come up and have lunch with you.
That's a secret place, Nolan. He ain't even told me where we're going to be. So we might just come get all of it. If we catch so many, we may just get the whole community to come up and eat.
Some smoke signals. Yeah,
smoke signals. All right, well, let's get in this boat and get it done. Hope we don't get all wet up. Lonnie Pennington from McCullough. Lonnie, you had a bad morning so far, hadn't you?
I had a bad morning this morning.
Tell us what all happened to you, Lonnie.
I got down here, I was going to stay in my cousin's trailer, and I forgot to go get the key. I had to sleep in my truck all night. I got up this morning, got ready to go, and didn't put the plug in my boat. Got it launched and everything, went up, parked my truck, and come back, and it was sitting just about on bottom. Tried to pull it out and got it up under the pier. Got it out, got that all taken care of, got it back in there, and the motor wouldn't start. Now, I just bought the boat yesterday, was trying to give it a shot this morning, and can't get it to do nothing, so I'm just going to troll around here in the marina, see if I can't pick up a fish or two.
Well, now, Lonnie, it'll all be worthwhile if you catch you about a 10-pound spotted bass, won't it?
It'd be worth the while if I just caught one. Just give me a fish, that's all I'm after.
Well, what you might do, you might help some of these other fishermen. Tell them always put the plug in, right?
If you want to do a show on what not to do, you should have followed me around this morning. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Have a good day, Lonnie.
I hope y'all get them.
Okay. All right, Nolan, what are we doing here now?
We're looking for the old train track that run up in Sulphur Branch here.
Look at there. I bet you that's it, ain't it?
Yeah, that's right on top of it. And it runs out here, and there was a trestle there. A lot of the old pilings are still there.
Is these all fish?
Those are all fish in there. I, don't know what kind they are, but they're fish.
Well, you can see
okay, we're right back up on top of the trestle now. See, it's 8 foot, 9 foot.
Yep.
What we want to do is go to where it drops off.
Okay.
And we'll put out a marker buoy there.
I see.
Now we're at 10 foot. I've got off of it just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to try to cut back across and get on it. Okay, I'm coming back up on it, see? 8 foot. That should be just about on top of it right there in the drop-off.
Right
That's
there?
the drop-off, so I'm going to put a marker buoy out right there. Okay. You should see a lot of fish right in here.
Ooh,
see them?
Look at them things. There's a whole sack full of them there, Nolan.
Watch this. You'll see some of the old pilings underneath there.
Oh, that really shows up good, don't it? Look at that right there.
Okay, we're coming back up on the other side now, see?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got us 2 marker buoys out there. And the 2 marker buoys right on the edge of the track where it dropped off, or where the bridge was, where it drops off. Okay, I'm gonna ease back through there and let you get a little bit better view of those pilings in there. And of course, there are a few old limbs and Christmas trees and stuff like that. Various fishermen have put in there.
Is that a Christmas tree?
That could be a Christmas tree. It's really hard to say. It just
Well, it really shows up good, doesn't it?
Okay, we ought to be coming back on them right here. It'll draw every detail of a tree if you run down the length of it. If you just cross over a cross section of it, you only get a...
What's there in that cross section?
Right. Let's try it, see what we do.
What we're going to use now?
Okay, we're going to fish with the only thing I ever crappie fish with. That's a little chartreuse curly tail grub made by Sims Bait Company. It's got a little metal flake in it.
All right, now let's talk about what size and everything now.
We've got about a 1/16 ounce head on it, I guess, and an eagle claw, about a size 2 hook. That's a jig hook.
All right, now what's going to be your hand motion now? Okay,
it depends on the depth that they're hitting. We'll just have to try and find out. If you cast out and let it go down, and I count 1,001, 1,002, till I get to maybe 5, and that's 5 foot deep. It falls about that fast.
Okay.
If I hang up or I don't catch a fish, I'll go to another count. And when I hit on the right combination, whatever it is, it might be I might have to let it go down 18 foot. But whatever that is, I'll stay with it. If I'm hanging up every time, I'll shorten it. And I just have to adjust to whatever the fish will hit.
Okay. Now your hand motion on it's going to be what now, Nolan? Is it going to be just a slow retrieve?
Just a slow.
Are you going to make it
slow,
walk
methodical whine? Any motion that you put into it is liable to jerk it right away from a crappie. A crappie's not a real aggressive fish. They'll hit, but they won't chase something. So if you don't present it to them in a slow manner where you can zero in, home in on it, you're liable to miss him if you're pumping the rod.
Is that the mistake a lot of people make?
Yeah, the last time that you and I fished, you were doing that a lot. You were pumping your rod.
Yeah, but you didn't wait. You didn't tell me at the beginning of the shift. You waited, you caught all them dead gum fish and skunked me, and then you told me what I was doing.
The thing of it is, you wouldn't have listened to me that first time.
I probably wouldn't have, but you made a believer out of me, I'll tell you that. Well, I'm going to get me some of these little old squealers here and go at it.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 21, Dangerous Hunting. Boar hunting takes you on a wild boar hunt in South Alabama where the hunter becomes the prey. Alligator hunting takes you to the swamps of Louisiana for a strange but exciting alligator hunt. And Rattlesnake takes you deep in South Alabama for an educational afternoon full of fangs and rattles. So ask for Dangerous Hunting at your local video store.
There he is. Ah, he come up. Yeah, it's crappie.
Okay. Now, you got it zeroed in to where they at?
Yeah.
They're right out there.
Yeah, that ought to be a good crappie. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is a fine one, Nolan. That's a fine crappie.
Boy, he's mean, ain't he?
I guarantee he's mean. Oh, that's a beauty there, Nolan.
Oh, yeah.
Beauty. That is a
We'll
fine.
take a few of them any day.
Oh, yeah. That's some good doings right there.
Let me turn this boat around a bit, Archie.
I got a hit right when you come up with that.
I know the boat's getting away from me.
They in about a 3-foot little area, ain't they?
Yeah.
Now, I got something coming in here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Pretty good, whatever
You got
it is.
a drum.
You think I got a drum?
Mm-hmm.
Pulling like a drum, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, what do you think? No, it ain't. Look at there.
Nice
That's
crappie.
fine crappie there, Nolan. Goodness gracious. Now, we plan on eating some of these things shortly, ain't we?
Yeah. Pull him up here and I'll land him for you.
All right. Now, let him turn over on you now. Boy, that's a fine one, too, Nolan. There's some big old crappies on that tree. Even if it was hard to find, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a tough little spot you've got out there. Without that locator, you'd never find it by sight, would you?
I'm going to move on up here. Try another place. We'll be catching them faster than this.
Yeah. All right. Now, they're hitting kind of slow and low, though, ain't they?
Yeah, they are.
Boy, he hit so hard he bent my hook. Look at that, Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
See there? That's a pretty good sized crappie to do that.
That'll be a crappie.
Yeah, there you go. Right in there. Yeah, that's good doings.
Boy,
Well, they get fat. Look at there. Look at there how they're coming along. There's a lot of brush right in here, Nolan.
Yeah, quite a bit of it. It's kind of out in that area there.
Hear them old crows over there chasing that hawk?
Yeah,
They've been giving him a fit for 30 minutes, hasn't they? There he is. There he is, Nolan.
Well, he's pulling.
That may be one of them old big ones. You said you took a 3-pounder out of this hole, didn't you?
Yeah, me and Jim Hardy was down here.
That's a pretty good crappie right there, Nolan.
Jim weighed him, said he liked an ounce or two, weighing 3 pounds.
Goodness gracious alive.
But they're all big.
Uh-huh. Is that fat around the belly? Turn
no,
sideways.
he's not as fat.
No, that other one, that little old bitty one was fat too, wasn't he?
And that's a black crappie too.
Yep, sure is. There's a fine treetop out there. I know I done got in it about twice. Does that stir them up when you go through there and mess up like I just did?
Sometimes it will. Kind of mess them up.
You know, Lay Lake is a beautiful lake up here, Nolan, and a lot of folks don't realize what good fishing we about, let's see, about less than an hour from Birmingham, Alabama, aren't we?
Yeah.
And it's a big lake. I don't know how many acres it's in, but it's a big old lake. And of course, I guess, you know, as it gets real warm, the skiers will get in here and make it where you know, got to kind of find you a little hole to get in, but it's a big lake. It belongs to everybody. We ain't going to gripe about it.
Well, I think that these crappie here are as big as the ones on Weiss right now.
Well,
I've talked to several people that's fish Weiss.
Yeah.
Weiss, however you say it.
Yeah.
And our fish is bigger than theirs. Now, I may not be getting the numbers that they do on Weiss, but I'm sure getting some big ones.
I know one thing. Last month there was some nice ones come out here, and folks I'm talking to that now. A lot of people don't fish regular on through the, you know, the winter and coming on out of the spring. But if they'll fish right on, just slow down and get in these treetops, they can catch nice fish down there.
Yeah, they sure can.
They tell me there's more and more people fishing for crappie now than there are bass anyway.
I don't doubt it.
Because
people have learned.
They just like to come out here and have a good time, and just like what me and you doing out here on these crappies. Ain't nothing wrong with this. This is fine doings.
They're kind of small right here, though.
It's all right. They're in there. Bring that devil right on in there.
If you don't have today, I'm gonna get hungry here in a minute, Archie.
Yeah. Now, you told me you was gonna have a treat, and what kind of treat you got in store here?
Well, you've heard of blackened redfish.
Yeah.
We're gonna blacken some crappie.
Do it right over here on the riverbank?
Yeah, if the rain don't, you know, rain us out, hopefully.
Well, that'd suit me fine, because going fishing with you, it's a delight when you say we're going to at least eat lunch. Most time, unless your mama tends to us good.
Yeah, and she was going to put something in. I said, nah, I'm going to cook this time.
But I tell you what, she saved my hide a many a time, because I know when you get serious about this crappie or bass fishing, you forget about dinner with Nolan Shivers. I can tell you that. Now, he'll keep a coffee pot on. He may give you a cup of coffee, but that's about all it's going to be. Well, does your mama know that you know how to cook these things, Nolan?
Oh, yes, yes.
Now, this blackening kind of fish, you got to be careful. You don't need to do that inside the house, do you?
No, it'll smoke your house up pretty bad if you do that.
It'll set off the fire alarm, won't it?
Yeah, well, the real the bad part of it is the fact that it's got a lot of red pepper and stuff like that in the seasoning.
Uh-huh.
And it'll actually burn your eyes.
Oh, me.
And
so it's best to do it outside,
It's best to do it outside. They recommend outside.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 19, Cooking from the Wild. Deer Butchering shows how to butcher deer into steaks, hamburger, and even sausage, while Outdoorsman's Feast is a cooking show of many different game and wild plants to prepare an extravagant feast with all the trimmings. So ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips, Cooking from the Wild, at your local video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
What do you say we get the buoy in and
All right.
Go over here on the bank somewhere and find us a few rocks. See if we can't clean one of these fish and eat them.
All right, won't you pass them fishes out to me? And we'll,
Okay.
we'll start filleting 'em. I got a good little spot right here. Get this stuff out.
Won't you fillet him?
Huh?
Won't you fillet him?
Just drop him and drop his tail.
Yeah, you want me to do it?
I know what you want to do. You don't want to scale him at all. You don't just
Hey,
cut him.
No point in scaling.
All right, go down
Now
the
turn,
backbone.
go back.
Right down the backbone.
You ought to turn the top fin towards you. That way you don't care if you waste the meat on the stomach. You ain't gonna eat it.
I understand
But
what
you
you're
want to
saying.
keep your knife
keep his
next
backbones,
to
what
right,
you're talking about.
where all the good meat is.
There you go. Here it comes now. Right on down. Remember, we're staying right on that back. You're gonna flop him over. Is that what you want to do? Then come on back down this way, right? Okay.
There's no point in scaling them.
No. All right. Now you get me that pan, that plate there.
Okay.
And I'll just pass this right on to you.
Well, you're gonna have to cut the the rib cage out.
You want the rib cage out?
Yes.
Oh, in other words, you want to be show enough elitist, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We just come right off that rib cage, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a pretty fillet. And that's what
That's
you
right.
want right there?
Yep.
All right. And Nolan, if we'd only caught 2 or 3 of these now, what I'd have done is just scale these things, see? And we'd ate everything. Fins, case meat out from under the belly, the whole bit, see? But,
I like a filleted fish. I don't like bones in it.
well, see, you're spoiled, though. So you go down here and you catch all these big old nice 2 and up to 3 pound crappies like you did this last week. And you can kind of be a little bit choosy when you got all that much sure enough good meat in there. But the regular folks that might come down here and only catch 25 or 30, they might want to just clean the whole thing, see?
That's true.
So we don't tell them, you know, that there's several ways to do it. This is just the way we're doing it so we can get us some dinner going here right quick. I'm going to just slice this butter up. We're just going to put that on top of the skillet. Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, let it warm up.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and set it on the skillet.
Okay.
Let it be getting warm.
Now tell me what this other stuff you're going to use now. How you going to do that?
Okay, this is, I've got it in a container other than what it come in, but it's a Cajun recipe. You can find it in most of your stores, and it's called blackened redfish. It's made by Paul Prudhomme, and it's got a lot of red pepper and stuff like that mixed in with it. I don't know really what all's in it, but
That's
a lot
what
of people
makes it good, though, ain't it?
right. A lot of people mix up their own.
Uh-huh.
You can read the ingredients and make your own. You buy everything that's in it in the store and mix your own up.
I see.
But we're going to dip the fillets in this melted butter.
All right, that
And
butter's
then
ready.
sprinkle this blackened redfish on them. Okay, you got your knife ready now. Turn them over and all
All right,
that.
I got the knife ready.
Okay. Here goes the first one. Put it down in the butter. Shake it off a little bit. Put it here. And then put this stuff on it pretty heavily, like so.
Boy, now you
Turn it
did
over.
put it on there heavy.
Yeah, turn it over.
All right,
Sprinkle on the other side.
all right.
And put it on the skillet. After about 2.5 minutes, I'm gonna say it's not as hot as the one at home. About 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, turn it over. You do that and I'll do this part here.
Okay. Don't you dump my butter over now.
I'll do my best not to.
That's a
You
big
saved some up there, didn't you?
Yeah, I saved us a little bit.
You talk about something good.
Now you put plenty of that stuff on there, don't
Yeah.
you? All right, just lay them right in there. Butter, that part there's hot. Look at that. Look at that thing draw up, Nolan.
Yeah, I see it.
Do you
Get
want to
you.
turn it over? You want to wait about a minute?
Wait just another minute. Get you a couple of plates where you'll be able to put the finished product in there where you...
All right. How about it, Nolan?
How about taking those up and I'll be putting some more in over here.
That's blackened there and all over there, and that's about right, ain't it?
Yeah.
Now, as far as being cooked, they've been cooked, haven't they?
Oh yeah, they've been cooked for a long time.
In other words, this just gives them that extra Little.
It's just, like I said, there's a combination of this ground being wet and damp.
Yeah.
Is delaying the process.
Boy, that smells good.
It is good, I assure you.
I guarantee you it smells good.
And it's so simple. You don't have to bring much, we just...
Where you get that blackening stuff at any store?
Most any store had it. I got that at Food Giant in Birmingham.
Yeah. So in other words, it ain't nothing that they can't buy.
Oh, no.
Any of their big stores, right?
He's well known for his Cajun seasoning recipes.
Yeah. This is pretty good here. And I mean, it don't stick at all, Nolan. When you do it like that, you can just pick every bit of it up. Look at right there.
Reckon I can go ahead and get all these on there?
I believe you can.
That's going to be more than me and you need, I believe.
Well, we'll just try. We can always try, can't we, know?
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 18, Louisiana Duck Hunting. Louisiana is gifted with the world's best flyaway and a cast of characters that provide that southern flavor. Our guests have harvested many ducks and they bring their techniques home to you. You learn how to set decoys and a calling lesson you'll never forget. So ask for Louisiana Duck Hunting at your favorite video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
Good thing we caught some crappies, ain't it? It'd have been a shame to have brought this stuff down here in that jug and this skillet. I else not had no crappies, no.
It just doesn't get any better than this.
Let's leave it what we fillet. That's 4 pretty good sized crappies. Depending on how hungry you are.
That's going to be all we need.
I know it is. I expect I'm going to pass on the catcher. Well, you know, I just can't think of a finer way to finish up an afternoon fishing trip. And of course, Nolan, you know you're about one of my best fishing buddies. I enjoy going with you every time. You know your stuff, you know the fish. That's the main thing. You know where they're going to be and when they're going to be. And you always are real helpful in sharing your knowledge with all our viewers. And I want you to know I, for one, appreciate it. And I know you put a lot of people on the water there and sent them home with fish that otherwise wouldn't have caught them by explaining your techniques and methods of fishing on this beautiful lake. And
well, I enjoy doing that.
Well, I know you do, and you're the kind of fella that just makes a good fishing buddy. And I guess time we get those ate up and clean up our mess and all, we'll be about ready to wrap this up, won't we?
It's been a good one.
It's been a good one. So, y'all folks stay tuned again for some more Outdoors with Archie Phillips.
I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim, looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I want to ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
Folks, we've got a beautiful morning over here below the dam at Logan Martin, and we've been chasing these hybrid stripes, trying to catch them, and we missed them and missed them. But we got Joe Wallace here with us from over Talladega. Joe, we're glad to have you here with us. And
glad to be here.
Heard some good reports from you that you know how to get there. That's your specialty, isn't it?
That's
Hybrids?
it, yeah. That's all I fish for.
Well, we're downstream from the dam, and we wanted to explain to you what we're going to be doing before we get up there, because it's going to be pretty treacherous up there this morning, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
And Joe parks right in the corner up there, and it's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to wear your life jacket.
And we got to tell them it's about, what is it, 300 yards down?
It's 800 feet.
800 feet from the dam.
Two big signs on each side, and from there up, you have to wear your life jacket.
And now, whether there's a law to do it or not, when you see the kind of water we're going to be in, you better have them on, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to have them on below 800 feet. It's just a good idea to have a life jacket on. And Joe, there is a trick to this anchor, and I wish you'd take your anchor there. And the reason we're telling y'all all this right now is we're not going to be able to do much talking when we get up there.
Yeah.
All right, show them how this rig works.
You throw this anchor out, and it drags through the rocks, and the prongs up here will catch on them.
Okay.
Okay, and then when you go to get it unhung, you just hook it to the front of the boat and go up, and you pull it forward, and the ring comes back that way and pulls it back out from under the rock.
But you can still lose one every now and then too, can't you?
I've been using this particular anchor for about 4 years now.
And hadn't lost it?
Hadn't lost. Well, this is a different one that I have had made just like it. The other one, I still got it and hadn't lost it yet.
Well, that's got to be some kind of record.
It's got to be.
All right, now, Joe, on rigging up there, let's show them this too before we get into action, because now I've got some, most of the jig heads. Let me show them your jig head. Now, that is a flat leaded head with a hook on the back there, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of a little thing to hold it.
Yeah.
And I've been using the round ones. Tell us why the round ones don't work as good for you.
The round one wants to plow in the water, where this just cuts right down and goes down deeper and goes faster.
I see.
Therefore, you're going to catch more fish.
Catch more fish. Now, you like 17 and 20, is that right?
Yeah.
And even with 20, this will make 20 act like about 12 or 14.
Yeah.
In other words, it gets it...
It gets it down where the fish are.
I see.
Quicker.
Okay. And this little squealer jigging minnow here now, how you going to rig it now? Show us how you going to rig it.
Going to thread it right through the body, and then just pull it back out through the back, and then push it up against the head, and that's what they're going to hit.
That's what you've been getting them on all year.
That's what I've been getting them on all year.
And there's a limit on these things. Tell us what the limit is so
You
nobody
can
won't get in trouble.
have 6 over 16 inches, or you can have 30 under 16 inches.
Okay. And you've had a few days. Tell us what some of the numbers that you pulled out.
I have caught as 150 to 175 fish that'll weigh from 1 pound to 8 pounds.
Well, I'll be. You've got on them good this year.
I've stayed on them and stayed with them.
I see. Well, this is about all we're going to use, isn't it?
That'll be it. That's the only lure that I'm going to put on the end of the line.
All right, now I got 14-pound tests, and you got, what, 17 and 20?
17 and 20.
Well, I didn't bring those 17, so I'm liable to get in trouble, ain't I?
You might.
Okay.
You just loosen your drag up and let him swim.
I was asking Joe about how much line to put on. He said get all you can get on your line, because you break off 3 or 4 times, you're going to be in the bottom of the spool.
Yeah. Yesterday I changed twice.
You used up that much line?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be. All right, well, we're going to go up there and get into the swift water, and we just want to get some of the preliminaries and show you what we're going to do before we get up there, and you'll be able to see why. Not a whole lot of talking going on while we're getting anchored and fixed, is that right?
We're going to be fishing.
We're going to be fishing. Okay, come on, let's go on up there and catch a few, Joe.
All righty.
Now, Joe, there's only a certain way you can maneuver up here, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a little channel that runs. You got a rock ledge right over there, and there's a channel that comes right around through here beside the bank and goes right up to the dam.
We need to stay on the left side going up, right? The right side going up.
Yeah, because there's rocks all out through there.
Now this is tricky here. You don't come roaring up in here in no big old boat either, do you?
No, you'll go home without no foot on the motor.
Yeah, I got you. So you just take your time. And now these fellas here, are they on the main spot?
Yeah, they right in the right spot.
Think we're going to be able to maneuver in here?
We should be able to catch some.
Okay. What do y'all do, kind of cooperate up here?
Yeah, you have to get mighty close in here together, because these fish are just right out there.
In other words, those fellas are nice enough to kind of tie on to each other. Is that what they do?
Yeah.
Well, that's mighty good sports that do that, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
How you do, sir? There you go. There we go. Looks like we're locked in here, don't it?
Yeah, we ought to be. Is this sitting in a real good spot right here?
In other words, this is the place. Is that right, Joe?
Yeah, this is, I've caught a lot of fish right here.
Okay, all right.
You're going to be throwing the jig upstream.
About at that angle there, about 1 o'clock?
I usually try to throw right at that tower.
Okay, right straight over yonder.
You're going to, as soon as it hits the water, you're going to let it go down a little bit and then just tighten it up and just keep your line tight all the way around.
And are you hopping it on the bottom? Is that what you're doing?
Sometimes it'll hit bottom, sometimes it doesn't.
I see.
It doesn't matter really, because when it runs in front of him, he'll hit it and you're going to set the hook and he's going to go to pull him.
Go to pull it. But if this 14-pound test don't hold good, it's going to run out yonder about where them rocks are, and that's the last I'm going to see of it, ain't it?
Yeah. He'll take jig and all and swim on off with it.
Okay. All right. I got something on right now, Joe, and that's for, uh-oh, there goes my line.
You might have one of those good ones.
I've been not setting my drag too tight on this 14-pound header.
No, he could pop it.
He's pulling good. Feels like a hybrid. Of course, it could be a regular old bass, couldn't it?
It could be anything.
Yeah, I know we was up here last year. Boy, he's coming upstream in a hurry. Uh-oh, get up on that motor.
Yeah, I have lost a lot of fish this year.
That's a dead pull there. I ain't got much control over that fish.
They are strong.
Whew.
A lot of people,
we're getting out in that current now.
And there ain't nothing you can do but hold the rod.
He's taking line, Can you see him yet?
Yeah, it's a hybrid, I believe.
Is it a hybrid?
Yeah.
There you go, that's a beautiful fish. Look at that thing. Look at that thing in that water. That's pretty good first cast, ain't it, Joe?
That's pretty good. You done real good.
Well, you know, when you got a fella that brings you right to the spot and anchors you, shows you exactly what to put on there, tells you right where to throw. This part ain't too hard, is it?
No.
Well, that's fine doing. Let's show them on that hybrid how them things, how they look. Now, you got the broken lines on the side. And it's not straight. The lines come. Well, that shows real good how the lines are broken on the back there instead of going in a straight line there. And we want to thank our conservation department because they're the one that brought these things in and really made a fishery in Alabama, especially here. Actually, we're sitting in Lay Lake.
Yeah.
Logan Martin's up above us
right
here.
Above the dam.
Yeah, and we're in the very upper end of Lay Lake. And there's lots of hybrids in here, and you've had a good time with them too, haven't you, Joe?
I have had a lot of fun.
All right, now we can catch, what length is that? You got a measure?
That's about a 16-inch fish.
So we can only catch 6 of them?
Yeah.
But we catch some smaller?
Yeah.
Lots of them smaller, right?
Well, up here, most of them are going to be this size and bigger.
So we got to quit after 12?
Unless you throw them back.
Throw them back, okay.
You want to throw him back?
Down there, somebody got one. No, we'll put him in the box. There's one coming in yonder.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 17, Turkey Calling with a Champion. Preston Pittman, one of the nation's best turkey callers, takes you to his favorite hunting area in Monticello, Mississippi. Preston shares with you how to predict turkey habits and territories and how to call turkeys from the beginner to the most professional. Preston also teaches you his midday hunting techniques. So ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips, Turkey Hunting with a Champion at your local video store.
Oh, yeah. Got a nice one. So they're coming up in here now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're starting to move up in here now.
All right, now, Wallace, you said a lot of times they come on top up here.
Yeah.
All right, show us how you rig for them. You'll see them breaking out there?
You can see them breaking top of the water, chasing the shed.
Okay.
And you'll tie this to your end of your line, and then you'll put a leader on this end about 3, 4, 5 foot long.
Okay.
And then tie this lure to the end of it.
You say that's a floating jig?
It'll float right on top of the water.
I got you.
And then you just pulling this cork along, and that's making the chugging sound coming through the water, and that attracts the fish.
Uh-huh.
And then he hears this sound, and then he sees this, and he hits it.
And so that's fun, huh?
And that's fun.
And,
Because you can see him when he hits it on top.
Oh, boy.
And he'll just make an explosion in the water.
Oh, I couldn't stand that.
It's mighty hard fishing because you want him to jerk, but you don't. If you'll jerk it away from you, you just let him do it.
No, it's when he grabs it, though,
And when he grabs it, the hook's set.
The hook's set.
Yeah.
Well, we need to try that some. Now, they're not anywhere near ready for that yet, are they?
No, because they're still down.
Still down. I got you.
I'm just going to make a little short cast this time because a lot of times the fish will school up behind one particular rock out there. And when you find them, you can throw back to the same spot and catch one till you catch every one of these fish. And you'll move on over. You might throw 10 foot farther on the next throw and do the same thing.
In other words, once you locate him, you got to figure out how to present that bait.
And he'll hit it every throw.
Every throw. I'll have it there.
Really all the part of it is getting it down and presenting it to him the way he wants it. To see it. And he just can't stand it.
And once you figure that out, you got it.
You got it.
I seen a fella up here one time in a canoe.
I have too.
We got one right here. Look like it might be coming in there now. Joe, got one coming up behind the boat right here.
Yep.
Yeah, they may slide on up here, mightn't they?
It takes them a little while for them to get up in here.
Yeah, he got one right behind the boat. I guess it's a hybrid. Feels good though, don't it? There you go. Oh yeah, that's a fine one. Look at there. Well, them is tough fighters there. I'm gonna tell you.
They do not give up. And this swift water, that makes it just twice as hard.
Yeah, there it comes. There it comes. Yeah, fine hybrid. Look at there. Oh, there he goes. Right at the tail end, wasn't it, Joe?
Yeah, he hit it back there at the back end.
Is that a good one or average?
Well, they all pull like that.
I'm out of commission right here. You done got them stripes coming up in. We sitting here with a broke hook. Yeah. Which way is he coming? Coming over the easy side.
Yeah, that
swift
makes
water.
it a little bit easier.
They normally don't go in that calm water, do they?
No.
Of course, he may not stay there.
No, he'll go where he wants to, really.
Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Good deal. Now, about what would that one weigh, Joe?
That fish is going to weigh 2.5 pounds.
He's a pretty thing, ain't he?
Yep. Now,
about how long would that one be?
Now, that's a 16-inch fish, or he's going to be right at it.
Right at it. Okay. Okay.
And that's the hybrid.
That's the hybrid.
Those,
Oh, they're pretty fish, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that hole right there. Wonder what happened right there.
There's no telling.
Looked like he was injured or something, don't
Yeah.
it? They are flat.
I found a bass up here last Friday. Something had bit him off from right about here back. It was gone. But he was still breathing. His gills was still breathing. But something had just come up, and what was left of him weighed 3 pounds.
What
and
in
it was
the world
about
you think?
right
We
there
think
back.
a gar got him?
I have no idea. What done it to him, but
Hey,
something.
Could have been about 100-pound catfish, too.
Yeah.
Them snatch fishermen up yonder's got, look like they put 6 or 8 in there just in a short period of time.
Yeah, see, those fish will move in here so quick.
Yeah, there's one coming in there.
He's getting them on a green grub.
Sure was. That's what I was throwing just in before I hung up the bottom. We got plenty of them now. You want some of these green ones here?
I got a bunch of them. I'm going to stick with this white one.
Or that's been your favorite?
That's been my favorite.
I got you. Look at that big devil. What'll that in there weigh, Joe?
I can't really tell yet. He'll weigh,
Ooh, that's a fine.
he'll go 10 pounds.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 16, Catfish. Jug fishing teaches you the art of catching catfish with quart jugs, while Jump Box shows a fast and easy way to set a trot line. Box fishing shows how to use slat boxes, and grabbing catfish shows the technique of catching catfish out of submerged logs. So ask for Catfish at your local video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
Hold him, Joe. Hold him.
Now he hit it like I was telling you when I got it around to the back. I jigged
Around
it.
that curve.
Yeah, and he nailed it.
Yeah, you got him coming your way now. That don't mean nothing, no,
That
does
don't mean nothing.
it? He might decide to go right out there in that current.
Yeah. A lot of times
Boy, them pretty fish, you know.
when you get a real big one,
Yeah,
he'll take off to the ball.
right up in yonder.
Yep. That's when you know you got a good one, when they're going
I seen him
upstream.
just a little bit right then, but I didn't see him real good. There he comes. There he comes. Oh, yeah. Fine hybrid. Fine hybrid. Hold him. Easy does it. Joe, you ain't got him that good. You just barely did have that hook in him. What'll that weigh?
About 3 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And see that fish full of eggs.
Sure is full of eggs. That's a fine hybrid right there. Pretty thing.
See, he's got a little skint place on him right there.
Uh-huh.
A lot of them this year, they've been having a lot of bad places on them. I don't know if
what do you
it's,
think's happening?
I don't know. They may be getting in a net.
Hey, he's coming. You're getting a little on him now.
I gained a little bit, but he's wanting to go back the other way.
Yeah. Oh, pretty thing. Look at that. Look at that. When this sun coming, this cloud coming over, you said that'll
I told you they was gonna go to
hit when that sun goes over. And that's exactly what they done.
I want to show you one thing on these fish. Now you got these gill plates right here.
Yeah.
Now run your hand across that right there.
Turn that sideways so everybody can see. You talking about the first gill plate.
Okay. You
Sharp
feel how
as a razor.
sharp that
Oh,
is?
yeah. It cuts
Now that
you
will
pieces.
cut your line and cut
Ooh-wee.
cut your hands up. It'll just be just like a razor.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of times, if you're fishing 2 jigs, you'll get 2 fish on, and you'll start reeling it in. You'll feel one of them come off.
Uh-huh.
You'll reel it on up, and your second jig is gone. They
It's
have
been
cut the line.
from that gill thing. Well, I'll be darned. What are me and you sitting here to do? Let's get busy, Joe.
We got to.
Pair at a time. Pair at a time.
Yep.
Look at there. Look at that. Got one apiece. Whee! Get them in there. Hot dog. Hey, yo's over here in front of the wall. Hold on.
You're going to take it away from you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. There he goes. Back behind the boat. What pound test you got on there? 20 pounds. Yeah. Oh, that's a beauty too. Look at that thing.
Yeah, that's a good hybrid there.
Yeah, that's a fine one there. Look at that one right there. Hold that up. Let me see how big he is. Yeah. Them bigger ones is coming up in here now, Joe. Like you said, when this sun got blocked out.
Yep. They'll do it every time.
Look at that big old thing. Buffalo. Joe? Oh, boy. My goodness gracious, what'll that one go?
He'll weigh 4 pounds, 4 and a
like
half.
he weighed 20.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette. Like Volume 15, The Lost Art of Jigger Pole Fishing. Jigger pole fishing was a popular fishing technique of many old-timers, and Randy Howell has brought this extremely productive method to new heights. This video explains all the equipment needed and how to use it for an exploding topwater show. Each and every strike is seen as the fish actually takes the bait. So ask for Volume 15, The Lost Art of Jigger Pole Fishing, at your local video store.
Well, Joe, I want to thank you, Joe Wallace from over Talladega, coming and taking us over here in the upper end of Lay Lake, which is below, that'd be Logan Martin Dam.
Yeah.
And to catch some of these real nice hybrids. It's been a real fine day up there. We caught some white lake bass too. And hopefully all the techniques that you showed us, other people can profit by them. And you've been doing it here for years. It's you got it down pretty good. And kind of to recap it, we had a cold front come in here. You done real good yesterday. That's like the story of my life. Sometimes they say, yeah, they bit yesterday.
That cold front has really hurt.
Really hurt us. And other boys up there, they had the same problem.
They had the same, caught yesterday, but couldn't catch today.
Couldn't catch today. Went up there, got some at the dam. You thought maybe they'd be below the islands. We came, tried that again, went back up to the dam, and it was just pretty much a slow day. But that ain't a bad mess of fish for a slow day, is it?
No. There's some weight there.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, Joe, we appreciate it, and we want to maybe get back with you and let you show us some of your other techniques of fishing over here.
We'll come go jug fishing.
Come go jug fishing. That'd be fine. Thank you, Joe.
All righty.
Man, is he sitting on the bottom? Put too much pressure on him. He's coming under the back side of the boat. I can't get around there.
Is he going to take it away from
I believe he's going to take it away from me. I got all I can do. I don't want to put too much pressure on him. He's under the boat. Come on out from under there. Come on out from under hybrid. I hope that's a hybrid. You don't reckon I got a... Whoa, 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 whoa.
He's going to take it away from
you. He is. I can't get no more on him.
He has done just about pulled the rod all the way down to the reel down in the water.
I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim. Looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I want to ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
We're down on beautiful Lay Lake, and here we feel like I'm with my good buddy Nolan Shivers, one of my best fishing buddies, and I've learned an awful lot from Nolan. As far as Central Alabama, he knows about as good as anybody I know of, and he is a superb worm fisherman. And Nolan's going to give us a few pointers before we start worm fishing here, some things that help me, and I know it'll help you to be a better fisherman anywhere you go. And Nolan, first thing I think you want to talk about was how you tie the hook on. You got a special little old knot, hadn't you?
The Palomar knot. It's been tested as strong as any knot there is, and it's my favorite because it's so simple. And I know that it'll hold, and it'll always break somewhere other than in the knot. And usually when you tie a knot, that's the weakest linkage between you and the fish. So you want a knot that's going to hold up. I rig my worm Texas style, as everybody calls it, with a sliding sinker in front of the hook. Like so.
What size and all hook are you using there now?
That's about 1/8 of an ounce sinker and a 1/0 Eagle Claw hook, JL hook.
J?
It's got a crook in it.
I see.
Helps hold the worm up on the shank of the hook rather than sliding down all day and worrying you. Okay, I got a little rope here. I was going to try to show you how to tie this Palomar knot.
Yeah, because on that monofilament, as bad as my eyes are getting, It needs something like a rope I'd never seen.
Well, when you're as old as you are, your eyes get better.
Yeah, that might be age. It may not be nothing wrong with my eyes. All right, now we're gonna play like this is a hook.
That's the hook right there, a plug or whatever it may be that you want to use.
Okay.
And what I do is double this line, like so, and stick it through the eye of the hook or whatever plug you might be using. Come around and just simply tie a granny knot tight.
Oh, just a regular
old granny knot.
Yeah.
And then I put the hook or the plug, whichever the case may be, back through it and cinch this down. It will all cinch up. Of course, with this rope, it's not going to cinch up like it will monofilament, but it'll cinch right down to the hook. Then I cut off the excess end with my clippers.
And this won't never give.
It won't give. It won't break there, and it'll, you know, after an hour of fishing, it'll still be strong. When your line breaks, say you hang up or something, your line breaks, it's going to break up in this area here or back towards your reel somewhere.
All right, let's get one more quick little something.
All righty.
A simple, plain old, now this is a hook here again, once again, Nolan. And we're going to just make sure you got it now, because you showed me that last go-around how to tie it. It's very good. Just
okay, now.
What did it take off? About a foot of monofilament, pull off, double it
at
about
least a foot. It's getting rid of your excess end. It might have a little abrasion on it also. Okay. If your eyesight is bad, sometimes I do this at night. I'll string it one at a time. I'll stick the rope through, then come back and stick the end through.
Rather than sticking that
Rather than trying to stick the double through. On a small hook, it's kind of hard to get a double monofilament through there.
Okay.
Okay, I've got it through doubled. I just simply take it, tie the granny knot around it, kind of cinch it down but not tight.
Okay, loose.
And then put the loop back through the
hook or lure.
Hook or lure. And cinch it all down.
And that'll get it.
That'll get it.
All right, now show us how you get your worm rigged up. And,
okay.
You know, it's important. A lot of people say, well, show us how to do all that stuff before you go just catching fish. So we're gonna get lined up here now. All right, now what color and what's the length and the color and all that we're gonna do?
Well, we're gonna be using 4 and 6 inch curly squealers, of course, and we're going to use it probably in 2 or 3 colors. My favorite color this time of year is the motor oil.
Motor oil. Let's see what it looks like. It looks just like motor oil, don't it?
It's got a little glitter in it, which gives a little added sparkle in there and attracts the bass from a greater distance. Okay, I go down the center of the worm, being careful to get right in the center.
Okay.
Go down about a ½ inch.
Just till it's even with the shank, right?
Mm-hmm. Go down about a ½ inch and pop the point of the hook out.
Okay.
And I slide it up on this little hook till the little dog leg pops out on this side.
I got you.
And then I stick the point of the hook back into the worm almost through.
Okay.
Of course, the lead will slide down against it, and you got your rig there. Now, some people will put a toothpick down in this lead here. If you're fishing heavy brush or up under piers where you want to skip it up under the pier and you want your lead to stay against your worm, you put a toothpick in it.
Do you like to use it with a toothpick?
If I'm fishing something that maybe the worm will get on one side of a limb and the lead on the other side, it's important that the lead stay next to your hook. But as long as you're fishing smooth bottom, like we're going to be doing here, you don't need to peg it.
I got you.
Okay.
All right.
A little fish formula, we'll be ready.
Okay. You believe in that stuff too, don't you?
I sure do.
Now, as you just use it on worms, Nolan?
I'll use it in tournaments on plugs, spinner baits, jigs, any kind of bait. But mostly on worms, I feel like it's more important than it is these fast baits that they react to like a plug coming through the water in a big hurry. I don't think it makes that much difference there.
Well, what do you think that stuff does to those fish?
Makes the fish hold on to the bait and gives you more time to set the hook. Whereas sometimes you'll experience a strike, immediately he'll detect something that's wrong with the bait, that it's not real.
Yeah.
He'll blow it back out before you have a chance to jerk.
Okay.
This way it makes him hold on to the bait.
Because he smells that stuff, right?
He smells it and he'll hold on to the bait.
And in other words, the smell tells him, hey, this is okay, even if something else tells him everything ain't just right, right?
Right, right.
I see.
Well, let's catch one, all right?
All right, let's catch one. Let me get rigged up here. Now, you done got rigged up. I got to get my stuff together here. Now, wait a minute. What in the world have you done to your reel?
What do you mean, what have I done to my reel?
Where's your bail at?
Archie, you know I don't use bells.
Well, why don't you use one? I like the things myself.
A lot of people think I'm crazy about that, but years ago I got in the habit of cutting the bells off as soon as I get my new reel.
Well, now, what's the advantage of it? I don't see any advantage to that, no.
Okay, the biggest thing that goes wrong with a spinning reel is a bell spring break.
Oh, that's right. They bad about it.
And many times you'll be out on the lake and your bell spring will break. And it's hard to put one in out on the lake, and most times you ain't got an extra with you. So this eliminates that. I'll never have to replace the bell spring.
What did you do? Did one of them break on you out there one time?
One time it broke on me, and I just went ahead and fished the rest of the day with it like it, and I liked it so well, I just stayed with it.
Well, tell me the advantage.
Okay, the advantage, like I said, is that the fact that you don't never break your bell spring because you're never using your bell.
Okay.
I took a pair of wire pliers and just snipped it off. And I'll simply reach and get the line with my finger like that and just turn it loose and pitch it. And then pick it up with my other finger.
You're picking it up. You're picking it up each time.
I'm picking it up each time. Okay. It also, and I don't understand why, it eliminates about 50% of your line twist.
Is
taking that
right?
bell off, And I can't explain to you why, but I fished in the boat with other people that we put line on the same day. They'd experience all kind of tangles, and I'd be tangle-free the rest of the day with a new line.
Well, I'll be. But you got
fish.
Show them one other time on that pickup now. You coming in.
Okay, I'm in. I'm ready to make a cast.
You take one hand.
I just take one hand
and you loop it
like
off.
That.
You lift it off, right?
Make my cast, and I pick it up as I turn my handle.
Pick it up.
And you'll never lose a fish. Now that line will stay on there. A lot of people think, well, it'll jump off there when you bring the fish in. I've never lost a fish with it. And I fish night tournaments with it like this and never have any problem all night long. In other words, I can look at you and make my cast and pick it up, and I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't have to look at it.
Well,
if I had a bell on there, I'd have to look each time. But with this, it's just automatic.
Well, I'll be. In other words, you simplified the spinning reel.
I can't really believe somebody hadn't come out with something
without a bell.
Without a bell on it. But I guess they want to sell more reels and they want bell springs to break.
I don't know.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 14, Survival on Wild Edibles. JT Dabbs, a wild edible expert, shows you how to find these plants in the wild and how to properly prepare them into a tasty feast. Archie also shows how to build primitive fires with fire by friction. For an educational tour through Mother Nature, ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips, Survival on Wild Edibles at your local video store.
Oh, yeah.
You done got a fish before I even got my dead gum worm rigged up.
He kind of little, Archie.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. At least you got him going there. I'm just now following all your instructions right now.
We'll put him back.
Put him back. All right, Nolan. What is your wrist action or your worm action? What's your favorite way to work this worm down here now?
Well, they've always taught to work the worm with your rod, but I do just the opposite now. I think whatever fits the person is the best way to do it. But when I make my cast, I let the worm sink.
Okay.
And watch my line as it goes in the water. When it hits bottom, I crank with my reel and I move my rod a little bit, but I put most of my action into the worm, picking it up, letting it fall, picking it up, letting it fall. And I pretty well keep my rod still, as you can see.
Uh-huh.
Now, all the bass pros and everything, they always advocate moving your rod and dropping it. Moving your rod, take it up the slack and dropping it. But I use my reel. It's just my way of doing it.
And watch your line all the time.
Watch my line all the time. A lot of times you won't feel a strike, but you'll see it jump, your line jump.
Uh-huh.
And that'll be the only telltale sign that you have that the fish is hit.
Well, do you think we're going to catch them around the boat houses today, or you think they still ain't quite moved in?
They haven't quite moved in here real good yet, but maybe we'll get a hold of some here in a minute.
There he goes.
Yeah, a little bitty one.
So he was right there on that pad, wasn't he, Nolan?
Yeah.
Nice little old spotted bass.
He ain't quite big enough though, Archie.
You think these are just shoreliners that stay there all the time, Nolan?
Yeah.
In other words, they don't move too much like the bigger fish, do they?
Uh-uh.
Right?
There he is.
There he goes. There he is. Oh, that's a jumperoo there,
Yeah.
ain't it? Well, that there's
I believe he's big enough to keep, don't you?
Yeah, look at the color in that thing, Nolan.
Yeah, he's a beautiful little old fish.
He's prettier than them others. Look at that green in him and the yellow down the sides there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, but where you gonna put him up
Stick him
here?
there in the live well. Let me put a little water in there.
Listen, right here.
Yeah.
All right. Drop him in there. You got any water going? There it goes. Them live wells is handy, ain't they? There he is, right on the pier. Right on the pier. Woo, look out. Boy, yonder he goes, Nolan. Down he goes, yonder he goes. You know, they're not running as big as we was getting this last spring and summer at Nolan.
Nah.
Do you think some of them people done got in here ahead of us and picked them off a little bit?
It's still just a little bit early yet.
About a week early?
Let me get right under you there and put
All
this
right.
in live well.
Yeah, put him in the one that's got water in it. I throwed that in there a while ago. There wasn't even no water in there, Nolan.
Well, we hadn't put no water in it because we
We
had no
nothing
fish.
put in there, did we?
That's right.
If I ain't mistaken, you caught one of that right on that same corner last time we was down here. In fact, I'm gonna try it right there. I bet these folks like you to catch your fish out from under piers. But you know something, Nolan, if you own a place down here, they tell me that you can't catch one out from under your own pier, that you got to go to somebody else's pier to catch fish. Have you ever heard that before?
Well, it's probably true.
Because they don't think it's none under their own, I guess. Right there. There he is. Nolan, while you're getting unhung, that's pretty good in there, Nolan. Whoa, him. Whoa, him. Look at there, Nolan.
All right.
That ain't no bad spot. Look at him running into that. Look at there, Nolan.
That's a good spot.
Look at there.
How about give me a hand here and let me pull back over?
I'm talking
I
about
got and broke off.
right under that pier. We got that fish.
I got it.
We might need to stop right here a minute. Hold on here, fish.
That's a good little old spot, Arch.
Yeah, pretty good. Got him right in a good place too, right up under that. Right up under that. See, that's in that tough part up there.
Yeah.
And we ain't caught nothing but a spot bass. I don't think we caught a largemouth today, have we?
I sure hadn't.
Boy, he got a nice black pattern up through there. We paint these things when we mount them up for these customers. You know, we try to imitate these patterns, and some of them is real. Now that there's almost a straight line right there, where a lot of them is broke up in little triangles, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he's almost just a solid line down through there. Put him in this live well with some water in there. We need to back off from this place, Nolan, and pitch back up under that pretty red boathouse there. He done about tore my worm up. That old motor oil worm will do the job now, I'm gonna tell you. When did you start using this one here like this? This motor oil. Has this been your favorite several years, or is it just new this year, or what?
No, I've used it for several years. I swap around. One time all I'd use was black.
Well, you used purple last time I was with you pretty heavy duty.
I think you get your confidence keyed in on anything.
But you know how it is. You ever get an old night crawler, and they look like that. They got that old, well, it looks like motor oil is what it looks like, color to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just made a 4-incher out of that 6-incher because I done tore the head off of it. Reckon they'll hit a 4-incher?
Yeah. Yeah, I got hold of one.
Your drag's slipping, Nolan.
Must be a pretty good fish.
Boy, he made a good splash. You're gonna have some twisted line if you don't tighten that drag up. Or you're gonna lose a fish if you do. That looks like, ooh, that's a good one though. You need a net?
Nah, I don't need no net.
What, you gonna do it like them pros do it?
Yeah. Boy, he's pulling.
Woo, that's a big one, Nolan. Don't let him get on that trolling motor.
He's about doing what he wants to.
Oh, look at that. Boy, that's a fine one, Nolan. Easy now, easy. Don't lose that fish.
He barely hooked.
Look out now. Look out, look out. Ah, and that's fine spotted bass.
Look how
right
he's
there.
hooked.
Oh, you got him pretty good. You got him in that upper part there.
Not that good.
Oh, that's fine one there. I knew you.
That one's for my cousin, Bill Cotton. He lives right here.
He does?
Yeah, he lives right in this cove right here.
Well, he
got a
appreciate
trailer.
He don't appreciate us taking his fish out in front of his front yard, does he?
All right, hit him. He's got it.
No, I ain't sure. There he is. There he is. No, that's pretty good, Nolan.
Yeah, that is a good one, Arch.
No. Wait, going under the boat. Under the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Look out, look out, look out, look out. Under the boat.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 13, Turkey Techniques. Jerry Gardner, a well-accomplished turkey hunter, shows how to select an area to hunt, how to set up a blind, and many calls from the beginner to the most professional caller. This video shows 3 turkeys harvested using these techniques. So if you're in the mood for turkey hunting, Turkey Techniques is the video for you. Ask for Turkey Techniques at your local video store.
Got him?
Yeah.
Hold him, Nolan. Hold him. He come right off of that little old place right there. Oh, that's a good one, too.
Largemouth, ain't it? Nice.
No, that's spotted bass. Spotted bass. Right out there. Yeah, that's good doings.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fine little fish.
You got yours. He's right on the edge of that pier. That little, I guess you'd call that a, what would you call that, a bulkhead right there, Nolan? Yeah, let me hit you.
Yeah, if you
Throw it
would.
right in there.
Gotta get back up here on this motor and we'll be.
Where's your net, Nolan?
I'll get him.
Huh? Oh, that's a fine one there, Nolan.
Just wear him down.
Ooh-wee. What a spotted bass. Look at that thing.
Put him 5 pounders, I believe.
I guarantee you, don't lose that fish, Nolan. Man, I hate you ain't got no dip in that, though. I'm getting nervous, Nolan. God, don't lose that thing, Nolan. He might bite that line in. Don't put no pressure on him. Easy, easy. You ain't barely got it. Holy mackerel, what a spotted bass. And buddy, he is a beat up devil. Look at all them beat up places on him, though. Look right here. Got him?
Yeah.
Got him. Yeah, he'll go 5. That may be your biggest spotted bass. Did you know that? You told me you ain't never caught a 5 pounder. I believe that may go 5.
Nah, I've caught 5s.
You ain't caught none no
I
better?
ain't caught none over 5.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 12, Deer Hunting Techniques. Dr. Bob Shepard has taken over 370 deer by observing deer habits throughout each season. Bob demonstrates how to use map, wind direction, and feeding habits to predict just how a particular buck will use funnel areas to move from one plot of land to another. He also shows how to choose a tree for your stand and how to approach that tree with different wind directions. So ask for Deer Hunting Techniques at your local video store.
The wind left us alone. I believe we caught a few more fish.
Yeah.
All right, old Jerry's got an electric knife. You just like he promised us. We're going to have a little demonstration here, Jerry. Appreciate that, Jerry. All right, let's just lay them right here, Nolan, and pull them on out there, and we'll take them off. That's a good string of fish right there. Show them your big spot on there again, Nolan. Show them that big old spot on this. We ain't going to fillet him, man. We ain't going to fillet him. That's fine spotted bass. Let's just lay them right here and take them off a stringer. And I want to go over this little process here. If you'll peel off a couple, 3 of them right there, Nolan, I'll show them. This is one of the simplest ways to clean fish in the world right here, is with electric knife. And all you do, get behind that fin right there. Keep your hands off of it. Just go right down to the bone. Turn, go right down the bone. Right on down to the... Stop just before you get right there. Flip him over. Then just take a knife. Get right down on that meat. And just come right on down here. Right on down here. Prettiest fillet you ever laid eyes on.
Always be sure and handle the fish with your left hand. Keep the right hand dry.
Keep the right hand dry. And then we just turn him over. We go one more time. Real simple. Don't cut yourself. Go right down to the bone.
I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim. Looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I wanna ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
Folks, we're off of Destin, Florida, aboard the finest kind, Captain Tommy Browning out of Destin, with a group of folks from upstate there, around Birmingham, or middle state of Alabama, and part of Florida here. Got my brother John Phillips over there, and we got Jim and David Cunningham, and Laura, his wife, and Ramona over there, and a little short one over here that's really studying his fishing is John. That's Brother John's boy. And we're out here about 125, 30 feet, and we're gonna be doing some bottom fishing. Now, Tom, is that the way you make them nervous?
Yeah, well, the current's kind of running bad right now. Browning will figure it out in just a second.
Yeah.
But as soon as it does, we'll have these lines straight up and down. But this is the way you jig. Wind and jig. When they start biting these jigs real good.
Do they?
Yep.
In other words, we're not using cut bait, just jigs.
So we've got 3 live baits out, and we're using 3 jigs right now.
I see.
All right, now see that jig on top of the water? Now we just drop them down again.
All right, now what are we gonna be fishing for off this area here?
This is amberjack fishing.
Amberjack fishing right here.
So this will all be amberjack.
What kind of wreck are we on?
This is a barge.
A barge?
It's a 100-foot long barge. It's sank in about it's in 100 foot of water. And these jacks will be anywhere from 80 to just right underneath the boat today. 80 feet down.
I got you. Is this one y'all sunk, or is this?
No, this is a pretty much a known wreck. You know, people know this one. We found it had fish on it yesterday. That's why we came back today.
I see. Got one on there now. Jim, can you handle that big old thing?
I don't know. We'll see.
Looks like he got that thing bent pretty good, don't it? Woo, that's a whopper there. What'd he do, just jig that thing up there?
That's right.
I'm gonna get, oh, look out, Laura's got one too. Look yonder. There's something coming up, I ain't seeing.
Okay, got 2 on.
Got 2 on, look yonder.
Okay, here you go. There you go, hang on, take it easy.
There it goes. 1 amberjack coming up. I see Ramona's got one on the back end back there too, Jim.
There you go.
Ramona, you got one coming in, honey.
I got one coming in. Uh-oh, somebody's got my line.
That's all.
You got a nice little place to put that so it won't get away from you.
Don't ever let go.
Girl.
This is my first fish, so.
Okay.
You got him coming on. You got him coming.
He must be big. 'Cause I'm
He is big.
strong.
It'd have to be big pull like that, wouldn't it, David?
That's a good one.
Woo, look at there.
Pull it back hard.
That may be a giant one
I
right
may
there.
not be able to catch him. I don't think.
Yeah, you gonna make it.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, we're starting to get them on jig.
There we go. There we go. We got one there. I believe Brother John's got one coming in.
Oh wait a minute, I got a Ramona.
What'd you do? Catch this young lady in the back of the boat, John?
You caught me.
I thought you was a better fisherman than that, John.
Well, they
Goodness.
just so many fish down there, they knocked my bait out of the water, knocked it on her bait.
All right.
How much longer do I have?
You got to keep going till you get all the line
There we
in.
go.
Hold on.
Double on over here.
Woo, they got two on right yonder. Looky there. Laura, you got one coming too, haven't you?
Oh, I've got a good one. You ready to try?
Yeah. That's the biggest one on the whole boat right there, Ramon. Yeah.
Great. Woo!
Boy, look at that. Woo, what an amberjack. Fine amberjack.
Okay, right with you.
And old Jim, David's got one back there.
Oh, that will be out. Mine will be out.
We're going to work Tom or Dick hand to death right here with him coming in like that.
Yeah, he's man,
What's the matter, Jim?
Come on over. That crank broke. The crank broke.
Oh, my God. How you going to fish without a handle?
I don't know, but I got one we're going to get in to find out.
That looks like that'd be extremely difficult. Doesn't wore the handle off your rod.
That's a gorilla fish.
Gorilla fishing.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way we used to do it.
Gorilla and crank it off.
There you go. Hey, that's the way we used to fish a long time ago, call it hand lining. Woo, look at that. Another nice amberjack. Nice amberjack.
Yeah, I'm going to get yours off in just a second.
Woo, that's fine amberjack there.
Nice one.
Boy, that's good skillet size there, ain't it?
That's just right.
Just right. Wait a minute. Hold a minute. Next one you undo, I want you to
Show them how
show
to
that
do
little
that.
trick right there.
Okay.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 11, Deer. From a deer driving show with Robert Gardner to a most unique deer rattling show with Joel Davis, which shows you the territorial traits of deer. Lions Club Deer Drive gives you a good charity show with plenty of action. An afternoon deer drive with Robert Gardner is a fine deer show in Hardwood Bottoms. So ask for deer at your local video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
All right, now tell me what you're doing right now.
Okay, what I'm doing right now is I take this Berkeley stripe and I put it inside this clout.
What do you call out of what?
This is a clout. This is 7-strand clout.
Clout.
Little rubber lure here. Okay, they make a little hole in it for you to slide the head that comes with them up in there, but that's not big enough. We're using a heavier lead so we can get down a little bit deeper. So we take this Berkeley strike formula, we squirt a little bit inside there, take a knife and we enlarge that hole just a little bit. We take this lure head, slide it right on up in there.
Push it on up in there.
That's
good.
right. Now what it does is it's got that strike formula all up in here and it takes it longer.
In other words, it just kind of oozes out, don't it?
That's right.
I see.
It kind of excites these fish a little
Well,
bit.
that back down here about 10 years ago, nobody wouldn't hear tell of no artificial stuff like that.
No,
You know, they laughed and said, well, you got to have cut up skipjack, cut up this and that and the other. And everybody done gone to using these jigs and all of them showed that wasn't the only way to catch fish, was it?
That's right. Well, what's happening is a lot of the old guys that did it one way are kind of getting open-minded now, and they're giving us a chance to innovate a little bit. Let me get back over here.
Okay.
Do a little bit of instruction.
There we go. Come on, instruct old John there. I think John was sleeping on that last one, Jim. He got one going now, though. He got one going now, though.
Reel, man, reel.
I believe you got that one going now, John. Yeah, I'll hold that rod in there for you. Come on. Wind that booger up. Woo, he's coming now. He's coming now. Ah, come on, bear down, John. Bear down. Come on, bear down, John. Bear down, John. Ah. Come on, you coming? We right there. All right, hold it right there now. We're gonna bring him right. Whoa, you got him. Come on in here. All right, hold right still. Let me get you going here.
I'll get it, sir.
All right. I'm gonna help you hold him, John. There you go. Looks like you got a big old amberjack. It is a big old amberjack. Look at there. It is amberjack. Look at there. What old? Turn around there, John. Let them. Look at that big old fish you caught. Ain't that a fine one?
That's a nice amberjack.
Yes,
right
sir. Reed. That's a good one.
About a 5-pounder. Okay.
Jimmy, what?
Something to that jigging, man. Jigging's nice.
I know. Well, you hammered him, didn't you?
Okay.
Oh, I think you touched me. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. We touched each other there. Let me get out your way. Wait a minute, I'm on this side here. Hold on, Jim. All right, I'm out of your way.
All right, back up.
Bring him on in there. Oh, you just did have him, Jim. You see that, don't you?
Yes, sir. There you go.
Woo! Look at that boy catch him fish. You know, he's a pretty good soccer player, too. They tell me he can play soccer as good as he can fish. There he comes. Fish up. There he comes. Bring him on in, John. I'm over you, Jim. Oh, good looking amberjack. Woo, yeah.
All right, hang on, I gotta find
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, oh, John knows how to do it. Watch him pull that thing off. Look at there. That's what I call swoof.
All right, you see all this up in the water here, this yellow and red speck?
Yeah.
That's your amberjacks, all your fish here. This place right here on the bottom, is see what breaks up in the red right here on the bottom?
Right.
That's your wreck on the bottom there.
I see.
Your lower end and everything, you know, keeps you right on the place. Used to, we had to throw them old buoys out, you know, to hold up.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that no more. You just stand there and hold up. That thing will change within about every 30, 40 foot.
And then you use your low end now, and I mean, y'all got it down to science now, hadn't it?
It takes all the guesswork out of it. Between that color machine, look at them showing up there now, see them?
Yeah.
Real yellow and red and all that.
Well, now, Tommy, the snappers and stuff nearly disappeared down here, and y'all had to do some of your own wreck building, didn't you?
That's right. That's what's helped bring a lot of it back. You can try to keep a couple little oases in the hole, you know, that you can fall back on to get you some good fishing on.
Uh-huh. You still putting wrecks out every year?
Every year, yeah. Everybody builds them, you know, it's in the business. It helps.
How many you figure you need to have to fish good?
Oh, it don't hurt. You know, the more the better, you know. Some people are going to find them and some they're not going to find, so it works good for everybody. You know, I'm going to find theirs, they're going to find mine. So.
But just keep doing it, right?
That's it. You got to build them. They deteriorate after your steel bodies and stuff after maybe 3 years, something like that, unless you put some rubber or something there with it. Will go. If somebody don't find it, then you'll go back and put something else there, you know, keep the fish in the same area.
I see.
But if they find it, then either you, if it's shallow enough water where you can get a diver down there, you can move it, or either if not, you just have to go ahead and help them, who found it fishes, you know.
I see.
Let me see, he's talking to me here.
All right, let's see, who is that on that
That's
side?
Dale Beebe on the Lady M right here.
All right.
Go ahead now, Dale, who's talking to him?
You on the northern side of it all?
Yeah, right here, you know. Just about every side of it, the way it is right here, it's tied, a little aggravating.
John, I believe they've got another big one coming in right over here by us. We're not 25 yards away from them.
I think we're on a good school of fish. They're just all over the place.
I think so, and that's Captain Dale Beebe up there out of Destin, Florida. He's got his crew's doing pretty good. Hold him, John. You need me to help you?
Get my ankles, get my ankles.
I got you by the belt. I got you. I'm holding.
Break a belt, get my ankles.
All right, I got him. I got you. Hold him. Hold him. Hold him.
Get my ankles. Don't let me go in.
All right, I got you.
Hold
him. Hold him.
I think it's a sea turtle.
It may be a sea turtle.
He's fighting like a sea turtle. I believe it's a sea turtle.
That Captain Tommy's some more fisherman, ain't he?
It may be a spotted gollywhopper.
Come on.
I've caught him before.
If you get tired, I'll help you, but just try to hold what you...
There he is.
Fish up. Woo, that looks like a ling or something. That's the deck camera.
Brown mackerel.
Brown mackerel. There he goes. Hey, woo, boy, that was a good fight.
Brown mackerel.
Boy.
It's like an amberjack.
Woo. Goodness gracious. Them old jigs are pretty good, ain't they? Yeah. Goodness gracious. That barrel, we're going to have another barrel. Brown mackerel.
You gotta be kidding.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 10, Rabbit Hunting. Rabbit hunting is a Southern tradition that will teach you good gun handling techniques. Melvin Stewart has a pack of beagles that will know how to keep those cottontails moving. So when you're in the mood for a fast-moving, action-packed adventure, ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips Rabbit Hunting at your local video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
David, is that fish working on you?
He sure is. He's coming up now.
He about pulled you in there for a minute.
Yeah, he was real strong running.
I can see him down there now. Yeah, there you go. Whose is that and coming up? No, that's John's.
Okay, y'all tangled up. Point your rods together. Point them rods together.
Who's caught the fish? That ain't your fish, John. That's David's.
That's my fish.
Both of you. He may have caught both of you.
No, Dave, I don't know what happened. This line got tangled around yours. I can still feel a fish on yours.
Well, catch yours, David.
I don't. Oh, that's not mine.
Go ahead and catch yours. That's my fish. You don't get to catch two at a time.
That'd be fine. I'll catch mine.
You still got one on that. Look at there. John had one and David's got one too.
Dave, now I see your line way up underneath the boat. You need to go over there quick. Quick, Dave. Go ahead. Keep on going. There you go.
Check your bait.
All right, now let me check your...
It's a little bit loose now.
Boy, that's a good one. You've been hanging on him for a while.
All right, that's where I want right there, all right?
Good.
There you go.
Yeah, this one's been fighting
That may be a monster there.
I'm waiting on it.
Them old amberjacks pull, don't they?
They really do. Look at that.
It'd be something we come down here and pull up a big old black grouper after everybody catching amberjacks. They wouldn't know what to think, would they?
It's a good possibility.
Well, that's a good fish right there. He just keeps on, don't he?
Yeah, he's not giving up easy. Let's see what he looks like. There he is around
I can see him. I can see him.
Spread out.
He's coming. He's coming. I can see him right yonder.
Let me get down in here and hit this butt bait bucket, Dave. There you go.
I just stepped all over old John. There he comes. Look yonder.
There he's up.
Oh, that's fine amberjack. Fine
Look at the side of the
amberjack.
head. That's why he was being
You can't pull hard. He said he wants to snag it with that long pole there. It'll break that line.
Now this is a heavier line here.
So this is all right?
Yep, this is all right. A heavier line. Hey, David, you sure have to work off hard for that little old fish?
Hey, them gloves you got on.
Down,
Is that some kind of special glove?
Yeah, these are
What are they?
these are hush puppy gloves.
Hush puppy gloves.
Yeah, they're a nylon glove with rubber on the outside of it. It gives me a sure grip on anything I
In other
grab.
words, is that a standard glove or is that a deckhand glove?
This is just one of the few gloves we use for fish cleaning. It tends to protect my hands.
Where you busting it? Anywhere around town, a dime store, or where?
Yeah, here, anywhere in Destin just about will sell you a pair of these.
Look
All
at-
your tackle shops locally have these
I
gloves.
see.
They're only about $2 a pair.
They're handy though, ain't they?
They've got a elastic in it too, so it holds on to your hand.
Okay. What about it, John?
It's so big enough.
You got him?
I'm gonna try and get him in.
I tell you, if them fish get you bigger, you're not gonna be able to get them in the boat.
I know.
I don't know why you put these glasses on this child. He can't keep them on. It's a standoff, John. He's got you going. It's a standoff.
I'll get him.
You gonna get him? I don't know where you are or not. Come on now, don't let him get away from you. You ain't coming off the floor yet. I'm gonna hold you by the bottom. I got you back here now. You know what happened to David when he was about your size?
What?
We caught a little old mingo snapper and stuck him on a hook and throwed him over, and he was catching little old snappers. Looked over and all I seen was his heels. He's going over the rail. When that mingo snapper hit the bottom,
Here he is.
a big old amberjack grabbed it. And it was trouble. Look at Tom now. He's a good deckhand, ain't he?
Oh, yeah, real good one.
Woo! John got him a good one. Look at that. Look at that boy's fish. John, I believe we've just about got a box of amberjacks here. That's just good size. You can fillet them things down and they will just do fine.
Oh, he's nice.
All right, there you go. Fix him up there, Tommy. Yeah, old Dave done good on that.
I caught one.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna trim her up.
Woo! I got one on here now.
Archie, did you get one?
Whoa, he's got, whoa, look at that thing pulling that drag off. David, get in here with me. I got one I can't do nothing with.
I know it's close.
Look at that line draw off that thing. Whoa, him. You just broke one off a while ago yourself, too.
Right there. Yes, sir.
Archie, you still got yours?
No, he still got me.
Oh, come on.
Look at him take that line off there.
Down there good. Leave him down there, Archie. Let me catch him.
I believe he's right on the bottom.
He sure is. Let's see. That's a good one.
Is it a good one?
Yes, sir.
He is a pretty good one, ain't he?
Yes.
Yeah!
Man, I mean a good one. I believe I had his brother on.
Whoa, I get one spool, I lose 4. There it comes. Where's our famous deckhand?
Fish up.
Woo! He's probably got, he's got his hands full on that. Look at that. 3 at a time. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Look at there. That's
Yeah.
a nice fish, Archie.
I guarantee you, he kept coming on. I thought he was going to take me to the bottom there for a minute. Come on here, Tom.
Okay, now this is just straight 30-pound test here, Archie.
Okay, and we'll mess him up if you put any stress on that line.
On that line at all. Yeah, now see what happened is those fish are getting just a little.
Yay! But see, you got to give up that poundage to get them hit so heavy.
That's right, to get them bites. We just went a straight 30-pound test on this one right here just to get them started again, and then we caught 3 fish right away.
Right, one right after
the straight to the line.
I see. How about it, Laura?
Okay, everybody, just be patient.
You got him?
Whoa!
Yeah. Oh, that's a fine one in there. Yeah, look at that pretty thing. Have you ever caught amberjacks before?
Just once before on the same boat.
Same boat.
A month ago.
Oh, Tommy knows how to do it, don't he?
He sure does.
And Tommy here knows he swallowed that and look at way down to his goozle.
Yeah, I can't find, lost my stick just a second.
There you go. We got to find that stick now.
Any kind of stick will work, though.
Any kind of stick. Just twist him off. Just twist him. Is that all you do?
All you do is you stuff it. Well, see, the main thing is keep the line tight. I always take a couple wraps up on the line.
Yeah.
And then you just stick that stick straight down the edge of the line, like that, and then you just twirl it. And
round and around.
Yep, and it'll just bend that hook into that thing like that.
I got you.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 9, Saltwater. From king mackerel fishing with Jim McDonald to amberjack with Tommy Browning, red snapper with Jim McDonald gives you an excellent bottom show, and redfish at Apalachicola gives you red fishing like you've never seen it before. So ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips, Volume 9, Saltwater at your local video store or contact your sporting goods dealer.
Well, folks, did we have a good trip or did we not? We kept Tommy Brown in here. Yeah. And that got this jam up deckhand right here, too. I don't know how many, did y'all count them amberjacks? There's a sack full of them, ain't it? It was a
47.
47. That's a good bunch.
250 pounds?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. That's real good. Well, Tommy, we enjoyed that trip out there, and you do all kind of fishing. The amberjack just happened to be in on this one, didn't he?
That's right. They're running good right now this time of year. So.
And all the folks that don't know about Destin, Florida, of course, I've been coming down here about as long as Tommy been running that boat, and we mounted a lot of fish out of this little fishing hole down here,
That's
Tommy.
right. There's been many one of them.
Many one of them, and y'all boys have done a fabulous job. I want to invite everybody to come down and go fishing with y'all. And we've had a good time down there, and Tommy, next trip down, you can't always expect to do this every time, but you have good days and bad days.
Oh, that's true.
And so we've enjoyed it, and everybody on the trip's enjoyed it, and y'all stay tuned again next week for some more Outdoors with Archie Phillips.